Hello and welcome to today's video. I'd like to thank Solbio for actually supporting this channel. And Solbio is a completely natural toilet fluid. It can be also used in the waste tank. It's environmentally friendly as it's made from completely natural ingredients. So if you'd like to know more about this product, there'll be more at the end of the current video, and there will be links below. Hello and welcome. I'm at CMT Trade Fair in Stuttgart, Germany. I'm going to have a look at the Rapido range of motorhomes, and we're going to start off with this one here, C86i. It comes at a cost of 97,000 euros, and this vehicle is on a Fiat. Well, you can see from here it's on a integrated basis, which explains a large part of the cost. It's got a bed up there, it's got a smallish kitchen here, and at the back it's got a queen bed which will go up and down. And if you go to the video I did on this one, you can see how it goes up and down. I'm not going to do it now because there's too many people in the halls here, but so I don't want other people playing with it, that's why I do that. So storage at the back, as you'd expect. Not much space to get around here, particularly when it's high. When it's lower, I seem to get past easier because it's on my legs, but when it's on my waist it's a bit harder, and I'm not particularly fat. There's the shower, separate toilet and shower, and let's come to the toilet, and there you go, there's the toilet, there's me in the mirror. You can of course close this off here if it's not shut there. You close this like that, that goes across, and out comes, there you go, out comes another part here which hides that right. But you see that, as you can see here, it's very close to the bed and doesn't give a lot of space in there. Right, that's got face to face, and when it's got face to face, also what you can do, or I think now you have to do, is to just turn the seats around to face the direction of travel. I think that is now an obligation on the driver. Here you got two burners with a lid, lot of drawers and things here, and it's got central locking for the drawers, which I think is a pretty good thing. Okay, right, let's have it now. We'll go into the next one here. Another integrated model, i96 Ultimate line, 131,000 euros, 754 centimeters in length. Oh, I like that. Doesn't that look nice? Yeah, very nice. Very much like Euromobile does things like that. I really like the shape of their kitchens. And in here we find you've got two burners. You can have three, as the options about 80 euros more. But to be quite honest, you look how far apart they are. And if you get a third one and it's in here somewhere, and I think that's enough. Anyway, you might not think it's enough, so therefore you'd have to take the 80 or 60 or 70 euros, whatever it is, extra. This is being done in a layout, a decor, which doesn't look very Rapido-ish. In fact, if I saw that, ask me what vehicle is that, I think I'd say Mobilvetta design. It's because Rapido tends to use these light colors. It depends obviously what you want. So in here we've got this shower, which I think is particularly nice. I like the color scheme. I think that looks quite good. Fridge and a freezer, as you'd expect. Storage above it, you can push it and it'll open. Big television. The television will turn around the correct way if you want to use it. And okay, let's come out, see the next one. So here we've got the Rapido C55i. This is a 672 centimeter long vehicle, 96,500 euros. It's got a bed up there. It's got the more Rapido color. Back to that now. We've got here two burners. We've got a sink. we've got fridge, freezer, German layout at the back, and in here we have got a large shower. And if you want the toilet as well, you can push this thing here back, and there's the, at least you should be able to push this thing here back. There you go, goes back, and there's the full toilet. You have to put the bolt up there in, which I think looks a bit cheapish to me, rather than having some kind of turner or magnetic band or something along those lines. There's a space for an umbrella as well here. Fiat Ducato engine. Well, I'm not going to show you this one there because I need to find a stand personnel to actually open the door. I mean, it doesn't normally stop me, but in this case it's going to stop me because I bet they've locked it as well. M66 Alde, it costs 144,190, so you certainly wouldn't want any riffraff going in at that price. Look at the size of the garage, which and it's on a Mercedes basis. So coming around here, we have got the, can't remember the name, we have got the Rapido 8096DF Ultimate line at a cost of 111,000. This is 749 centimeters in length. And okay, storage here, kitchen with the same 2 burners and a smallish, I would say, sink for a vehicle of this size. We've seen that layout in other vehicles for the kitchen, and here you can see what the bed looks like when it's down. I would have to say this though, there's more space there than there was in the other vehicle. So if you want space to get into bed with, check that one. Bear in mind, this is the bare mattress. When you time you put covers on it, that's going to be more difficult to get past. And another thing, this is the position. This is at the side of my leg, the top of my leg, not even the top of my leg, but this is its lowest position. When it goes up and it gets to your waist, it's going to be harder to get round. In there we've got the same blue light as we saw, but this one doesn't have a seat in there. And in here we can we can indeed find the toilet. And there's me in the mirror. See, I have to hold this because my gimbal's given up on me. Hopefully it's given up on me because there's no electricity in it and not because it stopped working. In here, stacks of space though. Look at all that. It's like you could play cricket in here. It's so much space in there. The thing with the integrated vehicle is it seems though it is very, very wide inside. I find it a bit intimidating to drive. Maybe it's because I'm not a particularly good driver, I don't know. Oh, and I'll show you it, seeing as this is open still, so the loading boxes in here. This is the bed. Now if you wanted to, you can put the bed up by pressing that button there. You can see me doing it. I've done videos with it, and I'll link it if I remember. I'll probably forget, but if I remember, to press this, the bed will go up. The bed itself goes around this thing here, and this part goes down that thing there, not the bed, but this thing goes down that thing there, and the bed will go up. But anyway, they're working on it. I'm not going to demonstrate in these circumstances. Rapido 666F Ultimate line, 749 centimeters in length, 84,380 euros. See in the kitchen, it's got an oven. Every van will have an oven if you ask for it, or not every, but almost every camper van and motorhome could potentially have one. People often ask that, where's the oven? Well, it's in the shop. Bed up here, semi-integrated front, face to face. And once more, it's the same 2-burner layout, small sink. The rest down here is the same as we've already seen. German layout at the back, storage under the beds. Here we have the shower, and I'll take you now into the toilet. There we go, and there's me in the mirror. See yourself in the mirror as you come out. Oh, there's a fridge here as well. You want to see the fridge? There you go. You want to see the freezer as well? There's the freezer. Do you want to see where the television goes? There it goes. And right, let's have a walk round. There's the V55 camper van. Here we've got the Peugeot based semi-integrated 696F Ultimate line at a cost of 87,197.5 meters long, or 749 centimeters long. Face-to-face layout, same kitchen, same 2 burners, queen bed at the back, shower with a blue light, and no seat. Toilet, very similar. Same fridge, same television, and it's also available with a Alco Fiat chassis. And here we've got the C55, which I think is a rather interesting vehicle. 80,800, 672 centimeters long, and only 217 in width. This is the end of the trade fair.
Liebe Besucherinnen und Besucher, der letzte Tag der CMT 2023 endet. Wir wünschen Ihnen einen guten Nachhauseweg und freuen uns, Sie im nächsten Jahr wieder zu begrüßen. An alle Ausstellerinnen und Aussteller, vielen Dank, dass Sie die CMT 2023 mitgestaltet haben. Wir hoffen, Sie können auf 9 weitere und erfolgreiche Messetage zurückblicken. Die Hallen werden zum Abbau und
So thanks for watching. So this is the first time ever that I have accepted any support for promoting a product on YouTube. Now I've been on YouTube now for 15 years and I'm doing the Vanlife stuff for a number of years as well. The reason I haven't accepted support in the past is because I felt it had to be something which I really agreed with and a product I knew. So I had to feel 100% about recommending it to others. This is Solbio and this is a toilet additive. Now, what's the point of a toilet additive? Well, when you use the toilet, then it goes into a cassette and you have to dump the cassette somewhere. Now, if you just urinate into it, then there should be no problem. But if you put any solids into it, then it makes it a bit more difficult. Now, one thing you can do is if you have constant diarrhea, then you may not need a toilet additive because you should be able to dump it without any problems. For those of you who don't suffer from this problem, then one thing you might want to consider doing, in fact one thing you're going to have to consider doing, is using a toilet additive. Now there's 2 types. There's the blue stuff, which is manufactured by a number of companies and it works pretty well. No problems there whatsoever with the way it works. Oh, there's the green stuff, which is ecologically based. Now, up until now, the green stuff didn't work as well as the blue stuff, but I think with Solbio we're now seeing a comparative working rate. It works just as well. So it's ecological. What it's got inside are natural soaps, it's got natural citric acid, it's got essential oils and plant extracts, and that breaks down whatever it is that you're throwing into the toilet, or releasing into the toilet I should say. And when you come to a dump station, you can just tip up your cassette and it all flows in nicely. Now you may say, well, I have constant diarrhea and so therefore I don't need something like that. Well, that may be the case, but one thing that this has got, it's got a rather pleasant fragrance to it as well. Now, I personally like the fragrance of the blue stuff, but I know I'm in a small minority on that one. One thing I noticed when I've been doing tests of really small vehicles, such as 5.5 metre ones above all, so as soon as you open the door, you have this fragrance, let's say, of the blue stuff sort of hits you. Now, with this one here, Solbio, it's got a more natural sort of smell. It's a bit like eucalyptus. I'm trying to find a good way of actually describing it, and the best thing I could think of, it's got these cough drops or these eucalyptus like sweets, and it's got this type of fragrance within the toilet anyway. And if you're in a small van, I bet it could fill up the small van. I haven't really noticed it sort of when I'm sitting here in this position, for example, but maybe I'm not using enough of it to actually notice. Next thing is it safe to use? Well, the thing with the blue stuff is there are good reasons to suggest that it may not be completely safe to use. I mean, it does break things down in a chemical manner. I mean, I'm not going to suggest it's dangerous or anything like that, but I don't think it is particularly good for the environment. If it comes into contact with plants or things of this nature, I mean, there's warnings that, I mean, if you get it in a fish tank or something like that, I don't know why you want to put it in a fish tank, but if you put it in a fish tank, then the fish will die. So this, as it comes from natural things, you assume that it's okay. Now the blue stuff as well, I've noticed I always get it on my hands. And not only that, I mean, obviously I sort of miss the toilet as well. Sorry, I get it into the toilet bowl. I don't miss the toilet, I miss the sort of the hole where you open up for the toilet. And it sort of stains, and it takes a few flushes for it to actually go down. I don't know if that's bad or not, but it's with this stuff, it's almost translucent. Not quite, but almost. As is when you dump it out, which seems a bit odd the first time. You think, hang on just a minute, I'm sure I didn't just urinate in there. But that's the way it is. The manufacturers say it doesn't cause skin irritation. I have never experienced skin irritation from the blue stuff, but I have heard of people having this problem. And let's have another look at it, because here it comes in two. One's for marine use and the other's for motorhome use. Now it could be that mariners use the toilet or they eat something a bit more dodgy, or I don't know, but it's different. This contains 40 doses, and it's dosed via this thing down here, this little tap. Now I know there are people who are suspect of these taps. Now, I previously worked in the packaging industry, and indeed I used to give talks being an expert. I don't think I was much of an expert, but I do know a little bit about it. This technology is perfectly safe, I think, to use. It's not, I mean, it's often used in bag-in-the-box applications. And so you get wine or something. The wine's in a box, and it got this tap that sticks out, and you use it. In the company I used to work, where we produced blueberry juice, we used this technology, and I've never known the taps to go wrong in my direct experience. But when they first came out, I agree there was problems with them. I've heard of people saying they put something in the fridge, or they you know, in the van, and something hit here. In theory, you're supposed to knock both ends down at this. Oh, sorry, pull them both up and press down at the same time to get it to work. So I mean, I do accept that these things can go wrong. Just as I mean, if you don't close a bottle properly, everything will go out. But I make that part. Other than that, the bag may seem a little unsturdy because of the way it is. But I can tell it's made from recycled. It's green plastic. It's I think it's quite safe. So there's some observations on this, and as far as I'm concerned, I really do think it is a good solution for you. Now, it costs roughly the same as the blue stuff. There isn't much difference. Now, I do appreciate that if there was a price difference, that might be a problem. Although, I think if you're into motorhomes, then you probably like living in harmony with nature, which is what I'm in it for, really. I think it's the call of nature, this contact with nature and all the rest of it. So I think that protecting nature is something that I would want to do. Whether or not I'm prepared to pay a premium, yes, maybe I'm prepared to pay a little bit of a premium for it, but in all honesty, between this one and the blue stuff, there's hardly any difference. Right, so if you find that of interest, there will be a link below. It's not an affiliate link, it just tells you where to get the stuff from. I'm not on any affiliate programs at all, deliberately, so nobody can accuse me of trying to promote something to get the affiliate link. But I do absolutely believe in this product. So, thanks very much for watching. I am currently at a place called Alexa Camping, or Camping Alexa, in northern Poland, and you may have heard some of the noises on the outside from the campsite, but I shall tell you more about that in another video. So, there you go. This is about Solbio. Thanks for watching.